cup reviews are not like other reviews. You really have to wait, you know, until something happens. So I'm here today because there's a brand new menstrual cup out on the market and I'm really excited about it. I was sent one to review. So I've been able to test it and give it a run. And I'm here to give you my results, show you some things about the cup. Comes in a cute little box. Mine was mangled from shipping. Comes with these cute little bags. Has 2 sizes. This is the size 1. And I'm going to tell you all about how it worked for me. And I'm really excited because it has a lot of great features. They're from a brand called Lena cup. They're very similar to other brands in that they do come in 2 sizes. There is a significant difference in size. This larger one does have quite a bit of capacity at 30 milliliters. I like that this one is a nice smooth bell shape. So I'm going to update with a review. So I'm back. It's been a few days since I filmed that little intro portion and I've had time to use the cup all the way through, and I have to say it might be my new favorite menstrual cup. It really is kind of all the things that I had hoped to find in a cup, and I like the firmness. I particularly like the flexible stem. It was really comfortable. Believe it or not, I've always cut off the stem before I've used a cup, and with this cup, I was able to use it with the full stem on the size 2. And even with it, it basically came to the very entrance. It was internal, but just about to the point where it was going to be hanging out. I could have trimmed it even just 1 notch and would have been totally okay with it. The only thing for me is that mentally I know the stem is still there and I'm used to not having a stem. So it was in my mind as I was going about my business or sitting down, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to touch the stem or I'm going to feel the stem. So even though I could have gone with a stem and been totally comfortable, just the mental portion of it, I had to cut it off. I think for people who really want to keep a stem, this one's a great cup to have a stem on and leave it on. The grips were really nice in terms of removal, because how I remove it is, and I'll use Virginia real quick. How I remove my cup is I pinch to break the seal and then remove. So because it had grip, I was able to pull it out really easily. There was no slippage. And I was able to push against the base of the cup because it was firm enough that, you know, if I put it in and it opened up too early and I wasn't high enough, I would just push, you know, and it would go up. I had enough firmness here. I would like it to be maybe slightly firmer. That's a minor complaint. So the size 2 is a little bit larger than my preference. It didn't really bother me, but I could definitely tell a difference, especially when you first put it in, that it feels like it's larger than a Diva cup or a Lunette cup. So in terms of the performance of the cup, I really didn't have any leaks. Probably had, you know, what I call wiping leaks on my heaviest day, which is very typical for me. I know my body, and I know that a wiping leak is something that I might get on my very heavy day with no matter what cup I've tried. It's just always happened for me, so I will wear a cloth liner during that day at least. Capacity-wise, it was great. I went, you know, the full 10, 12 hours before taking it out and removing it. Overnights, I woke up with, you know, nothing, but when I removed it, I actually put this cup in before my period started because I could tell it was about to come. I put it in and probably put it in maybe 7 o'clock that night, woke up in the morning and removed it and had realized I was on my period and didn't know it because there was not a leak and the cup was almost full. So it means I just started sometime when I was sleeping and woke up to a full cup, which is like the best thing in the world when you're a menstrual cup user, is that you catch it, you don't have any accidents, and you don't even know that your period has started yet, which is pretty cool. So I think this definitely gets whatever. I don't have a review system for cups, 2 cups up. One of the other things that I should mention is that cleaning the cup is really easy. The suction holes just are a little bigger than some of the other brands. Big enough that when you're rinsing it out, anything that's caught in, you just run it under water and it just comes right out. Super, super easy to clean. So you don't really have to think about, you know, maybe having to go in there with a toothpick or a tiny little brush and cleaning it up. It comes out perfectly clean with 1 rinse. So this cup, you know, the roundness and the shortness of it is, you know, why I like it so much. It's a tiny bit shorter than a lunette cup, which is, you know, what I wear the most, and the lunette is slightly shorter than Diva cup, so you have one more option with a higher capacity cup that will fulfill what you're looking for in terms of what it can hold, but also could be useful for people with a lower cervix when they're on their cycle. So I think that's as much as I can fit in here. It's very long and long-winded and very rambly, but just wanted to sort of say my thoughts on the cup.